Hello, and welcome back to the Nerfing Truth, where we bring you the truth and honest reviews on Nerf and other foam products. So today, after the little jump, I have a special treat for you. That's right, more 3D printed parts. Alright, so join me after. So as you can tell, I've got the Nerf Zombie Strike Sledgefire here. Now, I'm not a huge fan of the shoulder stock because I prefer to have it back mounted, pull out, and just kind of have ready. So that kind of distracts from having that storage back there. So what are the parts that I have brought you today for your viewing pleasure and my reviewing pleasure? First up, these parts are all 3D printed from Laser Gnomes. Now, they are a Nerf movement, mostly off of Facebook. They sell some of their parts on eBay too, but Facebook is a good place to order them. I will put that link down in the description box below. So, first off, I have the Slugfire. Now, I have no idea if that's going to show up. It doesn't really look like it, but it says the word slug across here. Now, just so you know, these are basically 3D printed parts that will go into the shell portion. So this is obviously the regular shell, holds 3 darts. This basically channels the power of the plunger that it takes to fire those 3 darts, and it's channeling it into 1 dart. So essentially the power is equivalent to my Orange ModWorks Stage 1 Retaliator kit, which is great power. Now I'll show you a couple of firing tests a little later in the video, but this is the Slugfire, so all you gotta do is you take a dart. Now this is a Cush dart. I'll do a video on those a little later. They're cheap darts, they're great, and they fly a little better than Elites in my opinion. Also, they fit into this a little better than Elites. So basically it's rear loading, so you just push that in there. You load it up like you would a regular slug or whatever you want to call them. So you just open this up. Now I have found that mine goes in best with the slug printed part on this side, so that's what I do. And then you simply close the blaster. Now it is a little hard to close the blaster with these parts, but that is because the seal is so much better than with a regular dart. But then you just simply pull the trigger and it's got some firepower behind it, open it up, and the slug does pop out. Now, what I love about Laser Gnomes is they are constantly improving their products. So this is actually, I believe, version 13 of the Slugfire. They take things that people aren't liking and they basically make them better. They make the performance better, and every time you're ordering, you're getting the most recent 3D printed part, which is fantastic. If they're listening to this, keep up the good work, guys. Now, the next part is the Megafire. Now, this is, as you probably have guessed, it fires mega darts. Now, this one is fantastic as well. Once again, it's channeling that 3 dart firing energy into 1 dart, in this case the mega dart. It kind of gives it a grenade launcher feel to it. So this one's a little different. I have found the best way to do this is, once again, open the blaster, and then I once again have found that with my part, now every part may be different, that the mega printed part goes in best the same way that the slug does. So you go ahead and you load that up, and then you simply push the dart. You see that holder there? You push the dart onto there. I always keep mine locked in with my back finger, but then you just simply close it up. Now, I have found that when I just try and snap fire it shut, sometimes it rebounds back because it doesn't catch all the way. So I both use the momentum there as well as my hand slamming it shut to get it closed. Now, as you can see, the dart sticks out a little bit, no worries, and then you just fire it. It again has the same power as pretty much a mega gun will, so it's fantastic. And then you just push down and that one pops out. So this one is on a little less less of a version. They haven't gone through as many versions of this. I can't remember what number they're on, but once again, great job. I just cleaned out a little bit of the string material in there, and it works absolutely fantastic. Sorry, my dog's going after the dart over there. But now let's talk about the last part. Now this one is not for sale by them. I wish that they would sell it, but it's it would be pricey to the consumer if they actually did. So they're good enough people to keep their products cheap and affordable. But basically what this allows me to do is you can put the extra little shells you've got here, and you can put them in there. So like I said, they're not selling this one, but it's still a fantastic product. It shows that they're good and innovative. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get to that firing. Alright, so first up we're going to do the actual Sledgefire shell. Once again, that's 3 zombie strike darts in there. We're going to be shooting from about a distance of 25 feet away, so let's go ahead and do that. Hopefully the dog will move out of the way here, but just kind of your regular straight firing. So as you can see, there's a little bit of grouping on there. So now let's go ahead and pop that out, and we will go ahead and do the Slugfire. So once again, I said that I like that just to go in like that. It does pop out a little bit, but once I put the dart in there, get that settled in, and then get it closed, and then you've got, now that's a lot of power behind that dart, which is fantastic. Then we have the Megafire here. So like I said, I'm trying to find that printing, put that in there. That goes ahead and clips in there, real nice and tight. Go ahead and put the Mega Dart in there, and then close it. Once again, that's such a great seal. It's just compressing the foam in there better than the regular shell does. And then you fire. And as you can see, that slanted a little bit up, which is great for distance. Apparently she's going to go fetch that. Then you just kind of push up a little, and that's able to be taken out. Now what I love about these parts, and once again thank you guys so much over at Laser Gnomes, is that they are just innovative and they are fantastic. It has turned this more so than just a fun blaster to use. It's turned it into a practical blaster to use, and especially as a practical scavenging blaster. So definitely go check them out, guys. I love these parts, and they're definitely being used in the future. So yeah, go order some of your own and have fun. So let's talk a little bit about ranges. I know that in the nerfing community, ranges aren't quite as important, and chronos are, but I do not have a chronograph, so that won't be happening. But the Sledgefire, because it fires those 3 darts, it does not go as far as a elite rifle will. So essentially, it's propelling those 3 darts about 30 to 40 feet flat. Now, the beautiful part is, if you have ever seen the internals of these things, they have a fat plunger tube, which is fantastic because then something like this is going to compress all of those air restrictors and allow that power behind those 3 darts to channel into 1. So that is getting my push dart here about anywhere from about 60 to 75 feet depending on variance and all that stuff, but it will reach 75 feet. I've had a couple reach further than that, which is even better, more power to it at that point, but consistently it can get that 75-foot range, which, like I said, is very comparable to the orange modwork Retaliator at that point. So that's a lot of power behind it, and basically one part here that's just got to be interchanged, and I can still keep the functionality of all the other parts. Also with the Mega Dart, this is getting a little shorter ranges. Why? Because it's a Mega Dart, it's heavier, so it's going to not go quite as far when flat. But however, as you noticed in the firing test, it does tend to come out and go up a little, which gives it a little more distance. That is consistently reaching about 60 feet for me. So once again, fantastic. Go check them out, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff going on. And yeah, I'll see you next.